If you're a creative professional, there's probably one question that's been keeping you up at night. Today, we're going to dive into one designer's story, a guy who went from being a total AI optimist to someone who's, well, seriously alarmed. Yup, there it is, the big one. Will AI take my job as a designer? For the designer we're talking about today, Mostafa Makram, the answer was always a really confident no way. But that's not his answer anymore, not by a long shot. I mean, listen to this complete turnaround. He actually said, I was the one most convinced that AI was just a helper. But now, after the latest updates, the subject is different. It's really affecting professions directly. So what happened? What could possibly cause such a massive change of heart? Okay, so let's rewind a bit. Let's look at the before picture. For the longest time, everyone kind of agreed that AI was just a tool, right? Not some big, scary threat. It was basically the perfect assistant for any designer. And hey, why wouldn't you think that? At first, AI was awesome at handling all the boring stuff, making it easier, faster, way more efficient. It was just a great productivity tool. It let designers get rid of the grunt work and focus on what really matters, the big creative ideas. Mustafa actually has a perfect example from his own life. You know YouTube thumbnails. Apparently, he hated making them. It was that one lazy task he'd always procrastinate on. But then AI came along. Suddenly, he could automate it, get new ideas instantly, and save a ton of time. His work even improved because the AI took care of the part he dreaded. It really felt like a total win-win. But then, things changed. This is the turning point. This is where that helpful little assistant started to feel a lot more, well, threatening. And the fear got real when these super powerful new AI models stopped being these separate websites or apps. All of a sudden, they were baked directly into the tools designers live in every single day, like Photoshop. It's like the threat wasn't just knocking on the door anymore. It was suddenly sitting on your couch. So what exactly were these game changers? Well, you've got these advanced models, like Gemini 3. And then, the big one, what Mustafa playfully calls the Nano Banana Pro, gets plugged straight into Photoshop. For him personally, the final nail in the coffin was when it got really, really good at understanding Arabic. That just unlocked a whole new, and kind of terrifying, level of power. And that new power zeroed in on the one area that designers thought was their untouchable safe haven. This is really the heart of the issue, folks. AI suddenly learned how to replicate the supposedly irreplaceable skill of typography. No, seriously, you have to hear this. He said, the area of typography, writing, fonts, and scripts, that was for artists alone. No one could approach it unless you were truly an artist. And then he adds, that's gone with AI. Just wow. Think about that. This was meant to be the final fortress of human creativity, something that needed a real human touch, a soul. A machine could never do that, or so we all thought. But how? I mean, really, how can a machine copy the unique human flair of an artist's custom lettering? It sounds impossible. Well, let's break down exactly how it works. Okay, get this. The process is disturbingly simple. So in his video, Mustafa grabs a movie poster, one with beautiful custom Arabic typography. Step 1, he just highlights the text. Step 2, he opens up Generative Fill in Photoshop. Step 3, he types in a simple command to change the words, but, and this is the mind-blowing part, he tells it to keep the exact same font, style, and colors. A second later, boom, the AI spits out brand new text, perfectly mimicking the original artist's unique style. It's wild. And right there, you see the immediate, devastating fallout. His exact words were, bye-bye to the intellectual property of the people who make typography. Just think about that. A whole career, a specialized craft, someone's unique artistic voice, it can now be copied and reused in a matter of seconds? Okay, so this is obviously way bigger than just fonts. Let's pull back and look at the new world this is creating for every single designer out there. The very definition of creative work is being rewritten as we speak. It's like we're seeing two types of creators emerge. You've got your traditional creator, the person whose value is in their hands-on skill and craft. And then you have the new AI-assisted creator. Their value, it's all in the idea and their ability to tell the AI what to do. The core skill is shifting away from making the thing and towards prompting the thing. What this all boils down to is what you could call the loss of the handmade. We're moving away from a world that values the actual physical skill, the years of practice it takes to create something beautiful. And we're moving towards a world that only values the idea at the very beginning. The execution part? Yeah, that's just being outsourced to a machine now. So, what are we supposed to do about this? Well, according to Mostafa, the answer is not much. He kind of lands on this reluctant acceptance. He says, this is the evolution that's coming in the world, and this is life. We try to adapt, we try to live with it, and we try to benefit as much as possible. The underlying message is pretty clear. Trying to fight this is a losing battle. And just to make it crystal clear, he rates the inevitability of this at 100%. This isn't some trend. It's not a phase we're going through. This is the future. The train has already left the station, and it's not coming back. And that leads us to the final, really provocative question he asks, which I'm now going to ask you. So where do you stand? Are you with this, or are you against it? Or, and this is the really tough one, does our opinion even matter in the end? Whether we're users, creators, or clients, do we get a say? It's a heavy question, and it's one we're all going to have to answer for ourselves, probably sooner than we think.